Hello, back again. Oh, Aaron, thanks for joining. If you're still there, I just noticed your message come in. Glad people are appreciating the BRB screen. Lots of effort went into that. I didn't totally throw it together at the last minute. Right, so welcome back. Yeah, I've just been catching up on the donations that came in during the morning, and yeah, amazing. Very generous people. I hadn't realised just how much people have been given, but yeah, that's amazing. So yeah, big donations coming in, which is great. Thanks a lot, guys. So we are going to continue now with another one of Melatonin's favourite games, which is Doom. He had a lot of good things to say about Doom, which I appreciate because I am too a big fan of this Doom series and particularly the classic Doom originals. So let me just see if I can actually get the game on the stream, which would be a good start. What was for lunch? I had a quesadilla, which had ham and cheese and some chicken in it, which was an odd combo, but it was kind of make make do with what you've got. But yeah, very tasty. It was not 2 hours, pets. I only take 2 hour lunches when it's a work day. Um, I need to work out what's going on with my chat. The chat should be appearing on the stream, but I don't think it is for whatever reason. Probably messed up my ordering of things. Who knows? I'm sure it was coming up earlier when I looked at it, but we'll worry about that. Worry about that later. Yeah, I don't know. Right, so yeah, let's get some Doom on. Hooray, hopefully that's come out. Let me know if there are audio issues like there was earlier. I say issues, that was mainly me forgetting to turn the audio on. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I've done to the chat. It definitely was working earlier, but yeah, I've probably I don't know, I've probably clicked something at some point. As you can tell, I am very much a pro streamer. 100% know what I'm doing. The PC is basically like ground to a halt for some reason at the moment. I don't think it's happy. But as long as it can cope with Doom, that's the main thing. But yeah, I figured what we would do here is basically just see how far we can get through classic Doom. So we'll start from the beginning with Doom 1, Knee Deep in the Dead, episode 1, and we'll just kind of see where we get to. We will obviously be playing on Ultra Violence, as is the only true way to play Doom. And yeah, let's see how we go. Master Levels is like basically just an extra pack of, I think, about 20 levels that were made by the community as it was back in the day, I think. And id Software basically just like selected what they thought were ones that were good enough. Yeah, I don't think I was actually aware that that closes again on you once you open that secret. Yeah, the music in this is amazing, and I think this is using. I've got it turned quite low on my headset at the moment, so I can't actually hear it. But I think I've got it using the remix soundtrack. So yeah, this is like a reorchestrated version, which I really like this new soundtrack. I mean, it's not new. It was done by somebody like about 5 years ago, I think, but they've put it into the game sort of officially now. I think I prefer the redone Doom 1 music. The Doom 2 tracks are still good, but they go a little bit too far off-piste at times for me. Whereas this is just, it's the tracks you know, reorchestrated and maybe slightly embellished, but it's kind of, yeah, it sticks to the script a bit more. Whereas the Doom 2 ones are a bit more adventurous, which, yeah, they're still good, but not necessarily what I would have chosen to do. Can't hear any sound at all. Oh dear. It should be coming through. I've turned it up a bit now. Let me, you know, can anyone else not hear anything? Yeah. Alright. I've turned it up a little bit. Let me know how the levels are now. But yeah, Lewis, you shouldn't be letting small children watch this. This is gratuitous violence. Who knows what it's going to do to their small minds? But yeah, let me know if the levels need tweaking anymore. That's what John Romero said. Really? It's not a very good joke. I got the final achievement on this not that long ago, which to get you have to basically beat 8 levels in a row, coming in underneath the par time for the levels, which is kind of like the sort of basic speedrun target for any level is beat the par time. But yeah, to do 8 in a row is surprisingly difficult. Oh, I didn't press the secret switch earlier. But yeah, hope your lad's all right, Lewis, and he's not too unwell. Is it chickenpox? I think you mentioned he had. Yeah, that's a killer. Just constant irritation for them, and then you've got to stop them from itching themselves. Otherwise, yeah, because if you like pick at them, you get like scars, don't you? Which is horrible. Chain gun. You can, isn't it? I might be completely mangling medical information here, but isn't it like if you get chickenpox and then like the virus sticks around, and then is that not what gives you shingles when you're older or something like that? I don't know. Apologies to any medical professionals. I am a doctor myself, but I am not that kind of doctor, so... Whoops. Wasting on my chain gun ammo. But yeah, I can tweak the volumes up again if people want me to. Just shout in the chat until I notice if it is still too quiet, because there's nothing worse than not being able to hear Doom, because Doom is an amazing sounding game. Open heart surgery on a cacodemon. That will be happening. We've not yet. Oh, 3 in a row. We've not met our first cacodemon just yet. Some of the texture work in this is shocking. Look at that. It's like half a computer screen cut off. Come on, Romero. You can do better. Always quite like how... And that, it's just cuts off halfway through that. How like discoverable they made some of the secrets in this. You have to shoot that wall for it to open, but then but yeah, they put a couple of guys in front of it, so chances are you will shoot that wall. But yeah, I just like that kind of discoverable secret. Orange, man, come on, you're missing out on some great experiences. Obviously, you get the great experience that is watching me play these games, but that's not the same as doing it yourself. But yeah, pets, do you genuinely want me to turn the game up more? I will happily do so, but if you're just trying to make mean comments about me, then I will ignore you. Well, people can hear it, then that's all good. But yeah, this game, I think Melatonin put it as like 10th in like his most recent list of favorite games, like top 20 games. So yeah, I thought, as it is also one of my favorite games, it would be a fitting tribute to play some of this. Hopefully this is not, I mean, again, Doom is a dark game, but hopefully it's not too dark that people can't see what's going on. Again, let me know if that is the case, as we had lots of darkness issues with Deus Ex. Oh, that's a nice way. Yeah, good old the alphabet encouraging exploration of new games. That's a good little system, that. But yeah, well, hopefully you enjoyed it. I think it holds up exceptionally well, this game. I do think I played through all of it on Switch as well when they did the most recent release, and I do think it's still a game that obviously suits keyboard and mouse better, but it's surprising how well you can still play it on, like, yeah, twin sticks. At my face. This stream is not in any way affiliated with Pepsi, Lewis, but I personally am fueled about 90% by Pepsi, so it's unavoidable. Pepsi Max is my go-to soft drink, although I am concerned I've reached my limit of it, and I've had too much Pepsi that it's no longer, hitting the same way. It is much better than Coke, Peds. Like, that's just fact. These are facts. I always forget how ultra-violence, even in Doom 1, does throw quite a lot of stuff at you. Like, they weren't messing around. Especially, back in the day, a lot of people were playing this, keyboard only, so this must have been an absolute nightmare to play. Coke Zero, I must admit, I can't. There's something about Coke Zero that just doesn't do it for me. I know it's a ridiculous thing to say, given how unnatural all of these things are, but Coke Zero just has a very artificial taste to it that doesn't do it for me. Unlike Pepsi Max, which is obviously, nature's own nectar. Yeah, I've got a lot of respect for anyone who played this on 3DO or 32X, or say even the Sega Saturn port is a bit of a nightmare to play. Yeah, like GZ Doom and things like that, you can have free mouse look on, which and I think there are definitely megawads and things that people have made these days that are designed with that kind of level of aiming in mind. I don't know how some levels you would play if you didn't have looking up and down. And obviously, people build whole games around GZ Doom these days. I don't think I ever experienced Duke on the Saturn. I imagine it's probably not the best way to play it, but I'd love to see what the original Saturn port for Doom was going to be like before John Carmack kind of got them to redo it, because he didn't like how it had geometry warping on the walls because they were using like GPU to render it, I suspect it would have played a lot nicer. Let's go to the secret level. I keep meaning to pick up that. And they've done like a recent remaster or re-release of Exhumed, where it's like they've like combined, because the PC version and the console version of it were like very different games, and I think they've now produced one that's kind of like a bit of both. Yeah, Doom was on the Atari Jaguar, Lewis, and it's, I think like John Carmack, id Software legend, actually worked directly on that version, I believe. I've not played it. I've heard it's like a quite a good version. Uses the like Jaguar's weird ass controller, so you can have like instant weapon switching, because it's got loads of extra buttons, doesn't it? The Jaguar controller. Oh, that was painful. There's our first death. I should not have stood so close to that barrel. Ah, of course, I forget. Yeah, we're in original rules here, so on death, you lose all your stuff. So yeah, all my nice pickups that I had are now gone, so I no longer have a rocket launcher, or a chain gun, or a backpack which doubles my ammo capacity, and I'm nearly dead again. Should probably be paying a little bit more attention to what I'm doing. But yeah, there's definitely a variety of quality when it comes to Doom ports. Oh, I don't want to go this way. Oh shit, where did he come from? Doom 64 is good, but it's definitely not my favourite. Like, it's a sort of darker atmosphere and things to it, but it's, yeah, which a lot of people enjoy. I don't mind. I quite like it in terms of being something a bit different, but it's not my favoured Doom. I know a lot of people like the sort of darker, atmospheric soundtrack, but I think when you've got this, soundtrack as good as what this game has got, it's hard to match, really. Yeah, Night Diver responsible for a lot of good stuff these days. Fair play to them. Uh-oh. Run out of shotgun shells. Oh, there's another one. I thought I got rid of all the spectres. Oh, that was a mistake. I should not have opened that door. Thought I'll open this door. It'll give me a bit of breathing room. Nope. Right, let's play a bit more conservatively whilst we. It's conservative with a small c. Quite like the idea that the Marines have like trapped these imps in this cage. Otherwise, it's a bit odd why they're in there. Yeah, I always forget just how much when you're playing like most modern ports, like if you play GZ Doom or something like that, it will autosave like every level. So if you die, yeah, you're back to the start of the level, but you keep all of your stuff. Whereas yeah, the original gameplay was if you die, then you start that level again with just a pistol. Yeah, the modern imp is a very different beast, much more agile. Uh-oh. I need some shells. This is where I would have benefited from my extra ammo that I did have, and from the chain gun. Yeah, the game is, it's designed around the idea that that's how you approach it, and that's how the levels work. Like, there's a whole school of thought. Well, not really school of thought, but there's a lot of people. Whoops. How is everyone behind me? There's a lot of people who, they will do every level as a pistol start, and they see that as like the true completion of a Doom level is doing it from a pistol start. So yeah, that's all you have is your pistol. Oh, this is going badly. How have I got nothing left except 3 rockets? Get some shells. Yeah, there are. I mean, and there's even the base game. Some of the later levels get very hard, but like even in like community maps, there are like WODs that I would only ever dare go through as like, playing the levels sequentially, building up my armory, kind of doing it that way. But yeah, people will do like even these ridiculously difficult levels from like every single level pistol start, and yeah, fair play to them. People manage it. Probably should be making more use of infighting to help me out here, conserve a bit more ammo. People cheat by being good. Thanks, Peds. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Tomb Raider is definitely one of those games that I don't know how people on console ever finished it, because like on console you only had you can only save at those crystals, couldn't you? Like, whereas on the PC you could at least save wherever you wanted. And yeah, those levels are just ridiculously obtuse at times. I think I remember where I'm going to go in this level. Don't know if I've got my keys mapped properly on this, but there's a technique you can do that makes you run faster in this. And if you do it right, you can jump across this gap, but I can't remember if I've got my keys mapped properly. There we go. So yeah, you can't normally run across here, but yeah, you can do a thing called actually, I don't even know if you need. It's called SR50, Strafe Run 50. It makes you run faster, and you can get you across gaps like this. Oh, and then I balls it up on the way back. And they're going to probably die now. The guy above me. Yeah, Tomb Raider 3, like, is a hard no from me. Like, some of those levels are ridiculously long, and yeah, how you work out. No, SR50 is to do with the speed. So strafe running. So if you run forwards, I think your max, like your map unit speed is like 30 or something like that. And then if you do a strafe run, so forward and diagonal at the same time, I think that just a normal strafe run is your speed is 40. But then if you do this combination of button presses where you have to be like holding down the like strafe, there's a button you press that makes you strafe rather than turn. But if you like hold strafe and turn and forwards all at the same time, like you get SR50. But yeah, it can be quite hard to do. Oh, balls. I'm trying to jump across these platforms. I've never been good at this bit. Ah! Right, I'll have one last go at this, because I want that backpack so I can get my ammo count back up again. There we go, that'll do. I don't care about the chainsaw. But yeah, because you're supposed to press a button that makes this little platform come up, but if you do this, like, this correct combination of inputs, you run ever so slightly faster. Because yeah, Doom Guy can run. He can run across quite a lot of surprisingly big gaps, and the faster you go, the bigger the gap you can cover. Yeah, I wouldn't normally have died at that point, and then yeah, it's your approach differs massively. Yeah, if you're starting something from a pistol start versus yeah being powered up. Plus that secret level, I don't necessarily always go to that level, so it's not one I'm necessarily as familiar with. Trying to shoot the barrel to get those guys. No, got a chainsaw, not a chainsaw, a chain gun back now. Yeah, I love this. I love this tune. This is probably one of the best ones. Oh, my dodging is not on point today. Ah! Nearly got hit by the exploding barrels there. Right, okay, let's go through this tunnel. Can't remember if that button just brings this lift down. I think it does. Okay, right, which way am I meant to be going? Got the blue key, so I go through here. There's also like a skip you can do by like jumping across here. You're meant to go like a long way around to get to where that yellow key is, but you can not jump like that. You can somehow jump to get over there. No, I'm doing it all wrong today. Let's try it one last time. Nah, can't do it. But yeah, it's like a little ledge up there. If you jump right, you can get across that ledge. Yeah, 32x music. I think that's like the one thing the 32x version's kind of got going for it is the music. It's a lot of cursed ports of Doom. It's a lot of like impressive ports as well, but yeah, it's surprising how bad some of them were. Oof, that was painful. Yeah, we're doing really well. 650 we're on. Some amazing donations from people, so thank you so much to everyone who has been donating. I meant to go in at lunch actually and change the target to something higher. Do your stream in the game robe. I think we'd all appreciate that. This is another like bit. If you get your running right, you can jump across here. Because like this bridge, you have to press a button to lift this up, but if you do run fast enough, you can jump all the way across. But yeah, SR50 is not something I'm particularly good at doing. When you say you'll do it in your game robe, Aaron, are you saying you'll only be wearing your game robe, or are you normally dressed underneath the robe? This may impact people's desire to reach the target. Making no comment either way. Because like when you do pistol starts, like knowing where the secrets are becomes even more important, because secrets are often how you get, if you've started the level from a pistol start, it's how you get a decent weapon faster. Yeah, well, I think it's like anything. It's yeah, if you practice it, it's not that hard. It's a slightly cumbersome set of inputs, but if you map them to the right like keys or mouse presses, then I don't think it's that difficult to do. Just because I don't do it that often. Pure dressing game, love it. Taking some punishment here. Oh. Waste of a barrel. Yeah, like with that secret there, now someone who just started this level, they would already have like pistol, shotgun, rocket launcher quite quickly. I wonder how many are out there. How many game dressing gowns are in circulation? Yeah, it is. It gives it a weird atmosphere. This sort of adding some kind of like Gregorian chanting to this track. Oh, I'm taking more punishment than I would like here. Quite like when they do things like that. It's like a secret door behind a secret door behind a secret door. Just keep searching for those secrets. hat on a hat on a hat. Indeed. But yeah, the Doom soundtrack's just so good, and this kind of like reorchestrated version of it is just it's the icing on the cake, really. These like spectre enemies, they're like transparent pinkies. Like, I always forget because I'm so used to playing on like GZ Doom and things like that. They're actually quite a lot harder to see with this graphical effect you get in this version. Get the light amplification goggles. My vision is now augmented. This bit is a nightmare if you don't have the goggles. It's just way too dark. Stop wasting my ammo on pinkies when I could be chainsawing them. There's another secret around here somewhere. 88% secrets. I can't remember which one I missed there. Made for the campaign with James Buckley. Sponsor streamers. Ah, nice. Wow. We'll look forward to seeing your game merch on display. Speed run on this level is really cool because there's a bit where if you go in, when you go in here, this like wall closes down and you get trapped in here. And you have to wait like I think 60 seconds for this door to open again. But if you like lure an enemy over here so that they're underneath this when it closes, it doesn't close properly, so it opens up again. Always love cool little things like that in speed runs. Yeah, this is a bit of a mazy one. It's lots of fun with barrels. I don't know, Aaron, what do you call it when a Doom demon curses? Ree! A pinky swear, I like it. Very good, very good. Feel like to get maximum 10 out of 10 points on that one, the construction, the setup line needs to have something that ties it into like a pinky swear being a promise. That would give it the extra topper. But still very good as is. Oh, Speaking of pinkies, these guys need to... Uh-oh. They need to leave me alone now. We'll workshop it. Yeah, we've got time. We've got time. This is a 24-hour stream we need to keep you alive through so we can discuss it on that one. Pinkies are loyal. Loyal to demon kind. They're trapped on each other in there. They can't move. I'll leave them there for now. Oh, 2 for 1. It's always very satisfying when you take 2 enemies out with 1 shot. I'll come back. Speaking of getting turned around, where the... That's a yellow key door. That's a yellow key door. That's a pink key. That's a yellow key door. Where the hell do I go with the red key? Oh, it's the other way, isn't it? Yeah, through here. This is not very good, Lewis. This is average at best, I would say. But thank you for your compliment. I do really enjoy the Doom games, and I've played them enough that I would say at least competent, I guess. But yeah, no worries. Lurking is still appreciated, guys. Thanks for all of your chat and contributions so far. Doom is always entertaining, whoever's playing. Yeah, knowing where things are is very much half the battle, if not more. Well, we got rid of this guy. Right, blue door. Yeah, learning the level layouts is a huge thing. It makes a massive difference to like how much enjoyment you get, or at very least how much you can blaze through things. That does seem like a crazy low number. But yeah, I will never not enjoy Doom. It's just incredibly well balanced and satisfying game to play. Keep switching to a chainsaw at the wrong times. But yeah, over the years you learn lots of things, like where the secrets are, what's the best way to get, like knowing to leave this radiation suit, pick it up later so you can use it to come through here. All those little bits and bobs. It's one of those things where like it's fairly well, I mean, it is really well balanced, and it's quite, you know, it's a well designed game. But there are a few things where it's like, obviously, the more you know, the more you can find the secrets, and so like, the better you are at the game, the almost the easier it becomes at times, which is an odd thing, but it makes finding the secrets rewarding, if nothing else. And they always do quite a good job of, like, they have lots of these windows where you can see outside areas, and they like tease you with like secrets that you can see, and it's like then the challenge is working out, right, how do I get to that? But yeah, I always forget just how stacked with enemies, even like vanilla Doom is at times. Yeah, I normally only have like 2 viewers, so anything beyond that is a win in my book. Oh, didn't want to shoot that. If you can isolate pinkies, they're quite easy to take down with a chainsaw. Well, he's stuck in the wall, this guy. Poor fella. Still not getting 100% secrets on these levels. My knowledge of the like level layouts and things goes down a fair amount once we get past episode 1. Probably played episode 1 a good like 2 or 3 times more, as in multiplications more, than I have episodes 2 and 3. I don't dislike episodes 2 and 3, but they're definitely not as good as episode 1. Which is a shame, because obviously they introduce more enemies and there's a bit more variety and things like that, but it's just level designs aren't as good. And actually, you don't necessarily care if it's your first time playing through any of it. It's more, I think, that they don't necessarily hold up to repeat play as well as episode 1 does. Shotgun guy somewhere, I can hear it. No, there's no guys outside yet. No, that's not where I thought it was. Being a bit too chainsaw happy now. Oh, I totally shot that guy. Oh! 3 shotgun blasts at point blank range there. That was not good. Oh crap. Forgot quite how many of those there were. Very painful. When the screen goes like very, very red, you know you've just taken a huge amount of damage in one go. Which is very unhelpful because then you can't actually see what the hell you're doing. Getting worse on the secrets. Only 50% that time. Right. It's the end of the first episode now. Never get a very good kill rate with those barrels. It's not really any point in saving any ammo. You lose all of your guns and stuff between episodes anyway, so it'll all be gone soon. This is the only level in the first episode that's not designed by John Romero, although one of his other ones is also based on someone else's design to start with, so it's not 100% his. Oh crap, I forgot about the pinkies. It's crazy to think that like 2 of those guys is the end of episode 1 boss, but then like come later Doom games and episodes, like they'll just throw those enemies at you like nothing. Now we have to be sent to our sacrificial death. The only way to complete this episode is to die. Tough times. 0% secrets. Shocking. Once you beat the big badasses and clean out the moon base, you're supposed to win, aren't you? Aren't you? Should be an exclamation mark there. Where's your fat reward and ticket home? What the hell is this? It's not supposed to end this way. It stinks like rotten meat, but looks like the lost Demois space. Demois? Not Deimos. I've never known how you're supposed to say that. Looks like you're stuck on the shores of hell. See what they've done there? Shores of Hell. Name of the next episode. The only way out is through. To continue the Doom experience, play The Shores of Hell and its amazing sequel Inferno. Back in the days when you got the shareware episode and then they were like trying to sell you on the next ones. You can kill the things in that death room, I think, but I think the level transition only happens after your health drops below a certain point, so the only way to actually end that level is to die, I think, or is to get, I can't remember if it's like below 10% or below 5% or something like that. The room, not only are there loads of enemies in the room, but the room itself just has got like a damaging floor. But yeah, this is quite cool imagery. Inverted cross, and if you stand in the middle of this, you get hurt. You know, it's hell, isn't it? I guess. The invasion of hell into this Mars base. It is crazy when, like, you look at this and then you think of just how lore heavy the sort of like Doom games have become, and it sounds like Dark Ages is going to be even more so, which, yeah, I'm not against. I quite enjoy what they've done with the Doomslayer lore, but yeah, it is crazy. Whereas this game is like, yeah, you'll get like one transition screen per episode where it will give you like 100 words of text. Otherwise, that's all you're getting. Whoops. Yeah, it didn't work 100% of the time. I think some of the extra focus they put on lore in... Oh, I should have gone through there. I think that only opens once. Yeah, the extra focus on lore in Eternal, but I did enjoy it for the most part. Although there was something to be said for 2016's slightly slimmer approach to it. There we go, here's our first Cacodemon. Yeah, exactly. You're killing demons, what story do you need? Well, it's like, that's the famous John Carmack quote, isn't it? Like, story in games is like story in porn. It can be there, but it's not really the point. Oh, what? That was a bad time to run out of shotgun ammo. Doom Eternal is an amazing game in my book, but I get why not everyone clicked with it. Like, the speed of it, the intensity of it, the music, like, I absolutely adored it, but there is a fair amount of some of the mobility to it. I can get why people didn't like the verticality and the jumping. I liked it, but yeah, not everyone's going to go for that. And yeah, some of the sort of resource juggling, the way you had to use different weapons to get different drops from the enemies and stuff, like, I thought that was a great balancing act the whole time. But yeah, for some people you just want to be able to do what you want and chew through enemies, and yeah, it wasn't giving you that experience. Need some shotgun shells, man. This is the level that introduced the world to the idea of the crate maze, which has been used to great effect in many a Doom game since. Or should I say crate effect? Lol. Right, I'm gonna run out of bloody pistol ammo now. Oh, there's a berserk pack around here somewhere. Oh, that's fine. Get some more ammo. Not even Doom can offer anything as hellish as the Amazon warehouse. Everyone loves a good pun. I mean, that's what Doom is. It's a run and pun game. One thing I don't like about this most recent port is the way like sprites will clip through things, like that imp's foot. Shocking. 2 out of 10 would not buy. Do not remember being this like resource starved normally. I think it's a chain gun in here. Oh yeah, you need a yellow key card. Yeah, the Doomslayer seems to have changed his tune a bit between 2016 and Eternal. 2016 Doom guy had no time for lore. Eternal, he's all in for the lore. Took 3 punches with the berserk pack. That's shocking. That's what we like. Instant gibs. Ooh, finally. 4 shotgun shells. I've got my timing right on my punches at the moment. Right, I should probably actually do the middle of the level, which is what you're supposed to do. Through here. Yeah, the like overpowered punch you get from the berserk pack is very satisfying if you time it right, which I'm not doing very well at the moment. Ah. But yeah, my knowledge of the level there, it definitely drops as we move through these episodes. Yeah, Doom the Dark Ages is May, I think. Early May, possibly. But yeah, not long. Right, how are these guys not dying with one punch? This is an outrage. Yeah, I am looking forward to Dark Ages. Should be good. Probably being a bit too over-reliant on my fists at this point. Oh, crap. Backed into a corridor with no dodging room. Given how intense Doom Eternal was, I don't know that I'd have the... I don't think my heart could take streaming Dark Ages. I definitely had sessions of Doom Eternal where I had to like just have a nice little sit down afterwards just to chill out. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Plasma rifle is a nice weapon. Do you know what? I'm just going to save here because this isn't inevitably where I end up getting crushed by one of these things. Oh, God, they come from both sides. Again, probably over-reliant on the old chainsaw there. I feel like I don't even remember half of this level. Got to be a secret down here, surely. No. Oh well, we'll go back and get the chainsaw. Sorry, chain gun. Anyway. Which is not this way. It's this way. Still only 50% on the secrets. Entering refinery. there's a secret in there somewhere, but I can't remember. Let them kill each other for a bit. I'll run out of shotgun ammo again. .3% secrets. Definitely the worst one yet. Trying to get these imps to shoot the pinky. There we go. Come on, Pinky. Do your job. This is original Doom, yeah. This is, well, it's the most recent re-release of the original Doom, yeah. So it looks slightly nicer than it did in 1993, but essentially the same. Yeah, it's a long time ago now, 1993. But yeah, this game is as good as ever. It's a classic Doom. There's a reason it's stood the test of time. But yeah, for a lot of people, obviously if you didn't have a PC in 1993, there were limited options for playing this. It did get a fair few console ports, but some of them took a while to come out. And not all of them were great. Kind of probably took until like the PlayStation 1 version of Doom before the consoles had a really good port of Doom. Yeah, I think it did do very well on PC back in 1993, but yeah, obviously the vast majority of people would not have had a PC back then. Or if they did, they didn't have a PC that was quite up to the task of Doom. I think it was 1995 when we got our first PC. I actually got Doom 2 before I got Doom 1. So I've picked up a power-up that is basically like partial invisibility. So it makes your gun sort of go fuzzy. And it means that enemies can't see you as well, which is a blessing and a curse, because it means their like aim goes off by a certain amount randomly. So yes, it means they might miss you, but when you're trying to dodge their projectiles, it can actually be harder to, if you know they're always aiming directly at you, you can dodge it a bit easier. So yeah, it's one of those weird upgrades that sometimes isn't actually that helpful. Yeah. I think quite a few people are just lurking at the moment, Dan, which is why it's gone a bit quiet in the chat. But it's been a good day so far. Lots of chat, lots of engagement, which is all good. Right. I can't remember which way I'm supposed to go, whether it was left or right off that bridge. It was probably the other way. Oh, there's a secret around here. There's definitely a secret somewhere I can get to now that I've got this radiation thing. I just can't remember how to get to it. Yeah, this is definitely one of the levels my memory is sketchiest on. Yeah, this way. This is where I need to go. Oh crap, they can come down here. For some reason I thought they would stop at the edge of that. But yeah, this is... I'm fairly sure this would have fueled quite a lot of nightmares back in the 90s. I mean, like I say, I played Doom 2 in 1995, so I would have been 11 at the time, so... Yeah. Although, to look at it now, it is obviously almost cartoonish in a way, but it was still very effective at the time. But yeah, if you ignore the sort of visuals, it's the gameplay that kind of makes it stand the test of time so well. Like these guys here, they're like projectiles do a lot of damage, but as long as you keep a reasonable distance from them, they're relatively easy to dodge. But when you've got that like partial invisibility power up, it becomes a lot harder to dodge their attacks. So yeah, you don't always want it. I may have to start saving at the starter levels, just because, yeah, my lack of intimate memory of episode 2 and 3 might make this a little bit more tedious to watch if I keep dying, but hopefully that won't happen. Probably could have chainsawed these guys as well. Bit of a waste of ammo. Oh, the GBA port, I had that. Surprisingly good port, all things considered, but yeah, not necessarily the best Doom experience, but certainly at the time, the only, well, yeah, other than having a laptop, the only way to play it on the go. Ow. Yeah, it's definitely not a bad way to play Doom. And again, it's another one of those where it's like far better than it had any right to be, really. Oof. Don't know when it's out, but I'm looking forward to what they do with this like enhanced SNES port that's supposed to be coming out. So that'll be interesting to see how much better that is than the original SNES version. There's like a lot of good community stuff that goes on with, like, fans have made things like the 32X version way better with patches and stuff, which is really cool. Yeah, X versus 7, man. That was a franchise that never really went anywhere, did it? But yeah, it was bizarre. Like, because I think even isn't there like Duke Nukem 3D on their GBA? Like, oh, I forgot I had the plasma rifle. Why have I been shotgunning these guys? Is there not a movie? I thought there was a movie. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, shotguns do rule, you're right, Peds, but they're not necessarily the best way to take out those guys. Oh, thought I had him then. This guy is taking way too much chainsaw. No, X versus Sever. I thought X versus Sever was a movie. But that might just be my fevered brain. Yeah, the Rock and Carl Urban Doom movie is not like outright terrible, but it's also not like amazing. Carl Urban comes out of it fairly well. Like, he keeps a little bit of respect. Right, I've legitimately forgotten what I'm supposed to do in this level. Let's drop down this hole and does this achieve anything for us? Okay, it gets us another plasma rifle. That's helpful. I feel like there's a switch I need to have pressed somewhere. The worst ever film on Rotten Tomatoes. Amazing. Well, something's got to get the record, I guess. Right, what am I missing in this map? Other than something really obvious. Sure, there's a switch I'm supposed to press that makes a bridge appear so I can get through somewhere. Wolfenstein classic. Yeah, Blake Stone is a weird game. Like trying to do more with that Wolf 3D style engine, but yes, an odd game, that one. Yeah, it is like sci-fi Wolfenstein, but yeah, with its own weirdness to it. Come on. Is there a switch up here? Punish someone with having to play through X versus Sever. Ah, there we go. There's the switch. That makes sense. We're doing alright. We're not doing too bad here. Oh, I don't like this level though. I've had enough punishment. Samurai Cop? I mean, that sounds like a high quality piece of entertainment. Tell me more, Lewis. Yeah, I still need to listen to your Troll 2 podcast, Peds. I feel like that is the only interaction I will ever have with Troll 2. 3 shotgun blasts that guy took. Yeah, is it so bad it's good, or is it just bad? That's the real question. That's the thing that matters. Oh yeah, I think if you stand too near that face, it hurts you. So many weird things in this game. So the lead character was a cop who was trained by a samurai. So I mean, this all checks out based on the title so far. Shit but good. Shit but good is the, you know, that's a badge of honor. I need to find a rocket launcher. Been too long without a rocket launcher. X versus Sever is on the way. I'm rolling in shotgun shells now. Which way did I come in? That way? No. Yes. Yes, it was that way. Oh, hello. I'm not going to die, pets. Famous last words. Too good for that. I can't remember if this is the level with the like fake out ending. No, it's a real ending. It's definitely one level you like, you think you're hitting the exit switch and then it's like, no. There's the rocket launcher. Do you know what? We will do a save at the start of this level. Just no one wants to watch me die and keep doing the same levels over and over again. So maybe we will instigate a per level save. Which way I'm going to go? It's through here, isn't it? chain gun to the face. Not chain gun, chainsaw. Speaking of, there is a chainsaw. Oh, that hurt. Let these guys kill each other a bit. Ah, you can't fit through the door. High level speedrun strat not to look at enemies. I have no enemies. The speed running for Doom is like such a cool scene because it's been going for so long. But yeah, like the number of like techniques and strategies and things that people have developed over the years. There's like lots of manipulation of enemy behavior and things in certain levels. I'll stop wasting my shotgun on this guy. All cacodemons are just friends you haven't met yet. No, so the Barons are the first turn up as the boss for the first episode. So you get 2 Barons is like seen as the major challenge at the end of episode 1. But then they just start showing up as regular enemies, which is always quite a fun trope when games do that. Suddenly something that, yeah, was like a major test is now just a regular enemy. You're like, oh dear. Stakes have gone up. I can hear pinkies somewhere. There they are. Oh, they're all stuck too close to each other. Haha. Yeah, but XCOM's not about having fun. XCOM's about getting angry about things. When your guy misses a like 93% chance shot, and then that's the start of your downfall. No, so the Barons always have the same health. In Doom 2, they introduce another enemy, which is called the Hell Knight, which is basically a recoloured Baron that's got half the health, which, yeah, shows up more often. But yeah, in this, the Barons are always full strength. They don't tend to get used too much. Doom 2, by having the extra enemies, I think this is the fake exit room. Yeah, really. Doom 2's like extra array of enemies does allow for like them to do some more interesting like combinations and things like that. Because in this you've kind of got, you know, your humans, your imps, your pinkies, and then beyond that you've only really got like the Lost Souls, which is annoying more than anything. The cacodemons, which are pretty useful as like bullet sponges. And then kind of, yeah, you are into the boss enemies. So you've got your Where the hell do I go now? I can't remember. Yeah, so you've got your barons, you've got the cyber demon, and then you've got the spider mastermind. Am I just being stupid about where you are supposed to actually exit this, or do you actually go somewhere completely different for the exit? I can't remember anymore. But yeah, in Doom 2, they just introduce a few more like mid-tier enemies and a few more enemies with like interesting behavior that allows them to set up some sort of better combat encounters. Okay. Barons are basically just very strong imps. So they've got like 10 times the health of an imp or something like that. And they've got, yeah, and if you get hit by their projectiles, there's a lot of like RNG in Doom. So how much damage any one attack will do is kind of, to an extent, randomized. But yeah, they will always hit you for quite a lot of damage. And if the RNG is not in your favor, then yeah, like getting hit with a Baron's projectile can like really take like at least half your health off. So they are quite hard to deal with. I was assuming something along those lines, Aaron, but I refuse to engage with Balatro content. Right, probably going to make this the last level, and then I will be dropping off this first of our streams, but it has been a pretty good opening, I would say. It's a lot more of these guys than I thought it was. Just lure them into the corner. You can cheese enemies quite a bit if you can get them in the right location. Which, you know, I'm not against cheesing. Yeah, no worries, man. I shall share that when I get a chance, and yeah, it's been a privilege to be the first of our week of streaming. Cheesing is indeed our birthright, right? I don't need that invulnerability. Baron. Yeah, a lot of like speedrunning strats in this are just to ignore the enemies as much as possible. Yeah, thanks for sharing the link in the chat, Aaron. But yeah, everyone, if you go to grcade.co.uk/come together, that will take you to our give wheel page for donations. But yeah, we're doing amazingly well on that so far, so thank you to anyone and everyone who has donated so far. Thanks, guys. I'll check when I'm done with this level. I'll have a look at the old schedule, because I think Jasm is back up this evening with some Mario-based action. I think he's going to play through Mario Brothers 1 and 3, possibly, ahead of streaming some Mario Kart Monday action. So if you've been hankering for some Italian plumber-based streams, your time is coming. Yeah, no worries, Aaron. I'm sure you will be missed on Mario Kart, but hopefully you're enjoying your hollybobs. Doom. Doom indeed. We are dooming it up. We are nearing the end of our Doom session now. But we will be back, hopefully, on the Dooming tomorrow. I would like to think I can get through Doom 1 in the allotted time. If not further. Although as predicted, my progress has been significantly slower since episode 1. I believe this is the room that is like originally where Doom was going to start. There's going to be like Doom guy and his mates playing a game of cards around here. This was going to be like the first level at one point. Yeah, Peds, I'll definitely have a look at it. I'm going to have a look tonight if I can tweak the renderer settings on Deus Ex, because it was fun, but yeah, hopefully can make it not so dark for everyone watching. Would be nice. Man, this map is more convoluted than I recall. Most of these rooms are pointless as well. Yeah, I'll definitely do that as like a last resort, just to make sure it's viewable. Uh-oh. That's always the risk with a rocket launcher. You fire a rocket and then someone runs right in front of you, which is not helpful. But yeah, I'll play around with the Deus Ex settings and see if we can get it a bit more visible. Oh, 16% secrets, lowest ever, I think. Right, we'll save that and we'll get back on this tomorrow. Oh, that's not bad. This is the end of the second episode. Actually, I've got 3 minutes until 3 o'clock. Let's see if we can very quickly kill ourselves a cyber demon. And I'll be pretty happy with that if we can get. Say we've got through 2 episodes. Don't really care about wasting ammo now. This is the final episode of final level of this episode, so I don't really need to conserve ammo again. Just forget how many bloody lost souls there are died around this level. But it's worth clearing them out, because otherwise you're trying to take on the cyber demon, and again, you fire a rocket and a lost soul just flies into your face. There he is. It's the big boy. And his rockets really do hurt. Like, if you get hit by him. Normally he comes out of this room. I don't really know why he's just sort of staying in there at this point. It's making it kind of harder to actually kill him. There we go. Whoa! Right in the face. Let's get some extra health back. He does want to be left alone. Wee fella. Just annoyed him. Home invasion. Although technically he's the one who's come from hell to Mars, so he's invaded us. Whether he did that of his own free will, who knows? If only we could talk to the monsters. Hooray, there we go. Job done. Just in time as well. 3 o'clock. Spot on. 100% secrets. I'll take that. You've done it, the hideous cyber demon. He's been slain, and I am triumphant. But where are you? You clambered to the edge of the moon to look down to see the awful truth. Oh no, we're above hell itself. You've never heard of anyone escaping from hell, but you'll make the bastards sorry they ever heard of you. Quickly, you rappel down to the surface using that, repelling equipment that you've had stashed away this whole time. Now it's time for the final chapter of Doom, until you get to the 4th chapter, that is. Inferno. So yeah, hopefully we should be back tomorrow with some Inferno. Look, there we are. We're above hell. Good stuff. Right, cheers guys. Like I say, it will be Jasm up later on today. Let me just check what time he's due. But yeah, we'll be definitely back on for Mario Kart. 7 PM, Jasm should be back with Mario Brothers 1. Assuming my reading of SMB1 is meaning Mario Brothers 1. I can't think of another game that is SMB1, but maybe, hey, I don't know. Samba de Amigo 1, SMB. But yeah, got a little break now, and then we'll be back with Jasm. So